Did I show signs of intelligence as a kid? You know what I showed signs of as a kid? A learning disability. I've already mentioned in previous videos that I have dysgraphia, along with a whole bunch of other mental stuff going on up there. Early on in my life, I was shown to have a relatively high IQ. I took IQ tests, I scored decently well, and I was put in the talented and gifted and later as honors track really early in my life. But the problem was, I couldn't learn the way I was being taught. I would fidget in my seat, I would be disruptive in class, I wouldn't end up reading the text along with the class or doing the problem, and I rarely, if ever, did homework. But when I took tests, I scored very well. And if I was asked to come to the board and present the knowledge that we were talking about, I did pretty well there too. Because I found the subject matter interesting, but I found the teachers boring as paste, and I found the other kids, well, they were basically abusive. In my junior year of high school, there was a contest to see who could get one of the nerds to kill themselves. I was one of the nerds. And this was shortly after Columbine, so they didn't do anything about the people who were trying to get me to kill myself. They just put me under heavy watch so I didn't shoot up the school. So middle school and high school were hell for me. But college, that was a blast. Because college professors don't give a fuck if you show up or not. It's their job to make sure you know the material. And if you know the best way for you to learn the material, good on you. So I spent most of my days doing independent study and role-playing and playing video games. And for a couple of years drinking myself stupid. But I still got good grades. In my sophomore year, this is sort of like an achievement badge of honor for me, I actually did not go to a single class other than test days. Still passed with A's. But also my sleep schedule was fucked and I basically never saw the sun that year, so probably wasn't a great idea. In short, I don't think that intelligence comes down to latent ability. I just think people have affinity toward different types of teaching methods. I've had so many people in the comments say that if my professors explained it like this, instead of making me do long formulas that I had to remember by rote memorization, I would have learned more. And that's the point. Some people work good in a lecture environment. Some people don't. Anyone can be smart, it's just a matter of how you learn. And it's possible that the best learning method for you is self-study, alcohol, and Dungeons & Dragons. Worked for me.